Welcome to Birch Tree Studios, the home of 1013 Publications. This is 40 Below Zero, an international show about chronic illness hosted by two guys with MS. I'm your co-host Nick, and with me as always is Terry. We're so glad all of our warriors and supporters are here with us, so let's get into it. So we're talking about this week, and as far as my medication screw up goes, I had a leg cramp so intense that I'm still feeling it like a week later. And it just so happened to occur during that week without the medication. I didn't say anything because, people pull muscles all the time, and especially you and I, how we have to move around. We to say normal is, I hate using that word, but because we don't move around normally, we have a tendency to pull muscles and tweak joints and stuff like that.
Yeah, no, I hear you, man. That's why I said to you, I'm like, you feeling better? Like it's been a week. Are you doing better? You must be doing better. But I shouldn't have even said that to you.
That's okay, man.
You
I
know?
appreciate you asking.
Yeah.
It's so what happened was that this leg cramp got me scared, honestly, because I'm like, crap, is this a one-time incident, or is this now the new normal?
So what happens? Your leg cramps. So what? It just feels like a Charlie horse, or you can't
Yeah,
stand properly?
both.
Okay.
And if it happens in the middle of the night, it usually wakes me up.
Oh,
But
all
yeah,
right.
it feels like it feels similar to when you have a cramp from not being hydrated enough. Um, but
Yeah.
so that got me. And you know how we do when something new pops up. Like I said, it's like, oh, is this now the forever going to be something I have to deal with and manage? And I mean, I hope not. And but the intensity the intensity of it hasn't gone down at all. So I mean, I'm not cramping anymore. I just feel sore, and I can't seem to move my left leg correctly currently. So luckily, I have an appointment with my neurologist in a week that has already been scheduled. So something to talk about.
Yeah.
And that's another thing. Like, is the medication that I'm taking, the Ampera, doing anything
Oh man, I told you once I got off of it, I realized it was doing something to me.
in a
But
bad way?
again, everyone's different. No, no. I mean, I had a lot of energy.
Oh, okay.
I realized it after I came off of it. And you know what's funny is when I was on it, there was a time when I was transferring, and I
Uh-huh.
even said to myself, "Whoa, is this a lot of power, or am I just? Is this normal?" You know what I mean. Like I didn't know if I had more power or it was normal. Anyway,
And and the thing is, we you and I at least do it a lot, and I'm sure it's fairly common. We want to ask somebody, is this normal? And you can't because the only answer you ever get is maybe. You know what I mean?
yeah.
So,
When I came off Vampira, my energy went down. And
mm,
then I started getting mad. I was like, it's because I was on Vampira and it brought me to the standard. And then when I came off Vampira, I all of a sudden went down and I felt it was, yeah, I wasn't happy, man. But at the same time, I'm thinking, I think it was working. I think it was working. Do I go on it again? Maybe I will ask again in a year. We'll see how things go. But
now,
just
can you say you ask again in a year? Is that because that's when your next doctor's appointment is scheduled? Or do you only get one a year? Or,
it's funny because someone asked me, how did your MRI results go? I'm like, I don't know. When I see my neurologist, and then when are you seeing your neurologist? Maybe in 5 months. I don't remember. Why don't I make an appointment before? Why am I scared to call my neurologist and say, hey, can I come see you before, please, so we can just shoot the shit?
yeah.
Like,
Well,
why? I'm in his mercy, man. I'm like, whatever you want, doctor. And I hope he's not listening to this. I love the guy. He's great. Okay. I don't know why I have that intimidation thing where,
Yeah.
and it's not even him, really, secretaries that I'm scared of. I don't
Really?
know why.
What's that?
I don't know. Maybe it's not the same where you are, but over here, I just feel they're like they're the first guard of the doctor and they're yeah, man, you laugh, but I
No,
really
no.
feel like it's like that.
I'm laughing. I'm not laughing at you. I'm laughing because so a question I have before I go further. Does your blood pressure go up when you go to the doctor's office?
I don't think so.
Does your anxiety go up?
I don't think so. I don't think I feel that. I
Okay.
feel I become like a child. I don't think I have anxiety. I just feel like I subdue. Is that even a right word to use? I subdue to him, like whatever
Yeah.
you know, I just, does your anxiety go up?
Well, no, but I know people who have what is referred to as white coat syndrome, and it's the psychological. It's probably not official, but it's the psychological effect of just merely seeing the person in the white coat raises your anxiety, blood pressure, and all those things. And it's very real,
Oh, I
whether it's
believe it. I
whether
just
it's official or not.
I haven't heard of it.
Yeah,
I believe it. Maybe I have, but it just zoom, you know.
I would say more people have white coat syndrome when it comes to the dentist
Okay, I
than the
have that.
doctor.
I'm just joking.
A lot of
Yeah.
people avoid the dentist at all costs until it's way too late because of, the perceived pain.
Yeah. True that.
Um, so
Yeah.
yeah, it's been about it's been hovering around high 80s, low 90s, or 33-ish, and it hasn't made moving around easy. That's for sure.
I love my AC, as I said
Hmm.
before. And I realize it's the heat, the humidity, dude. I'm the same. It knocks me out. When I'm outside for 5, 10 minutes, that's it. And then all of a sudden I can't lift my arms. I can, but they're not stabilized. I cannot take the two fingers and touch them properly. It takes a lot of focus. I went to the movies yesterday.
Oh, you did? What'd you
Yeah.
see?
Oh, do I have a story?
Okay.
Harry with the stories, always. I can never get the name right, and it's really ignorant of me. I did not see Barbie. Not against it. Just did
No?
not see Barbie. I saw the other one that was supposed to be a box office hit. Um, Oppenheimer.
Oh, Oppenheimer about
Oh,
the
thanks,
about
buddy.
the
Yeah.
bomb.
Yes.
Well, you're supposed to do both of them in the same day. Do you hear that?
No.
You're supposed to see Oppenheimer in the morning, then you're supposed to go get something to eat, and then go see Barbie, so you end your day on a feeling better about the world.
So
That's
when we're at the movie theaters, the our theater was supposed to be number 4. So when we're walking towards there, it said Barbie. And we're like, whoa, 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 what's going on? You're sending us to Barbie. Nothing against it. Like we have to say, nothing against it.
right, right.
But you're sending us to Barbie. It's like, oh no, they switched the names when it's 6:30. And then they switched the name. I'm like, why? What's the reason for that? Why did they switch theaters? Is it bigger? Do they think anyway? Do you get
I
what
don't
I'm
know.
saying? Okay.
Yeah.
That just confused me.
Was it accommodating for you? Like, were you able to?
Yeah, well, we booked the
Okay.
seats before,
Right.
and Katrina booked the handicap so I can bring my chair. But
Right.
also beside her, she noticed that there's no one. So she's like, oh, if Terry wants to transfer so he can straighten out his legs, you know, thank you. We got
Nice.
there. I'm sitting down. She's like, do you want to go check the washrooms? I'm like, no, yeah, yeah. I'm
No.
sitting in the theater and I'm saying, not yet. It's going to take energy to go there. Then I'm going to come back and then I'm going to have to go again. So I'm like, not yet. When the movie starts, I'll go. When the whole preview starts, I'll go. So the preview started. I didn't need to go yet. And I'm like, no, I'll just wait a bit. I went maybe 5 minutes before the movie started and I get to my anxiety, man, was going because I'm rolling there and I'm thinking someone's in my stall, and all of a sudden I got to pee now. I didn't need to pee, but all of a sudden I got to pee. So then I start moving faster and then I go to the stall. Dude, no one's in the stall. I'm so happy. I'm like, wow. I'm upset that there's a one washroom with all these stalls. How come they don't have an accessible washroom just for a handicap? The reason why I say that, what if I needed someone to come in with me and help me? What if it happens? And I learned this because when I went to the casino once, the washroom that was for one person handicap was closed, and they apologized to me so much because they thought who was with me was supposed to help me. And they're like, we
Gotcha.
understand you can't bring a female into the men's stall. So that's a question that I have. Isn't there supposed to be an accessible washroom so someone can come in and help me if I need help?
Well, the crazy thing about supposed to be is that you would think there would be. Well, you'd think there would be, but
Nah,
there's so many loopholes to get around
nah. Here's the thing.
changing the building.
So I went into that washroom.
Hmm.
I was so happy. Nobody was in that stall. I opened the door. Wow. I looked down. The seat was clean. Underneath the seat didn't look so clean. And I
Mm.
don't mean I was flushed, but the walls,
Yeah, yeah.
holy man, it was just a disaster for me. And I
And
had to pee. So what do you think? You think I'm gonna go clean it? So I just really carefully sit down, you know,
yeah,
it's just, you feel dirty. But
yeah.
when I leave, sorry, let me finish. When
No,
I leave,
no, no.
I go to the first staff. It's a lady. I said, hi, I'm really, really sorry to bother you. I become a little child. I'm like, hi, I'm sorry to bother you. Uh, can you please get someone to clean the handicap stall, when I need to use it again? And she panicked. It was really great. She goes, oh my God, of course, of course. Hey, Jeffrey, come here. Go clean the accessible washroom for him. And Jeffrey was like, oh my God, for sure, for sure. So I was happy. I'm like, thanks. So now it'll be ready for me because there's no way 5, 10 people are going to make it that filthy again.
Sure.
Okay. So I go to the movie. Of course, my anxiety. 45 minutes later, I got to go to the washroom. I go ahead of time, but by the time I'm halfway there, I'm like, oh, I got to go right now. I get there, dude. They didn't clean the stall. They didn't clean the bowl.
Mm.
They didn't touch it. I'm telling you, I memorized the formation of the poo stains on the wall.
Oh God.
Dude, they did not touch it. And I'm not going to be that guy who's like, you guys did not clean it. I had to carefully sit there. And then as soon as the movie ended, I had to go back there. Dude, it was like, and all 3 times, no one was in that stall.
Mm.
It
And
was like so
that's a long
fortunate.
movie. That's
Dude, it
not
was like 6 hours.
that's a very long movie.
Not 6 hours, but felt like 6 hours. It was a good movie. It was a great movie.
I was talking to someone a while ago and I said, the thing about when you're using a wheelchair is you have to touch the wheels. And they go, well, yeah, that's how you move around. I said, well, to equate that, to put it in terms that you can understand, I said, take your shoes off and walk around everywhere. Like, don't wear shoes ever. And that's what it's like pushing a wheelchair. My grandfather was meticulous about his chair wheels and push rooms. He would probably clean them 3 times a day. And I never understood it. I was like, oh, we didn't, all we did was go outside, like down the block or around the corner or whatever. Now I'm the same way. I'm like 3 times a day cleaning the push rooms,
I
even
got,
with the gloves.
I hear you, man. I got 2 chairs, one for outdoor, one indoor.
Hmm.
And the one outdoor, when I bring it in, I sanitize. I have the wipes. I sanitize. Sometimes I even sanitize the wheels. I just rub it and then I roll.
Yeah,
I
it's
know.
amazing. It's amazing how like borderline obsessed you become with how clean your hands need to be. And like I said, I wear gloves when I push. So, and they don't seem to help that much.
Yeah, they do. I mean, I used to all the time, but I convenience. Sometimes I'm
Hmm.
like, let's just go. If you're going down a hill and you have to slow yourself down, do you have, I don't know what kind of push rooms do you have, but do they burn your hands?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. They absolutely burn my hands.
That's why I used to wear gloves because
That's
of
why I
that
have the
reason.
gloves. Yep.
Okay, yeah, yeah.
Well, I found the technique that I use or that I started using was I don't go straight down a hill. I go left to right. So I'll go, left to
Smart.
right down the sidewalk or left to right down the road, whatever it is.
Me, no patience.
Yeah.
Fast. Let's go. Yay. We hands up in the air. Just joking.
No, I do that too sometimes when I see the ramp. If I'm at a ramp that's actually a 1-to-1 ramp
Yeah.
and not a 2-to-1 ramp, I'll ride it. I'll just go straight down, let it go, hands up.
You call 2-to-1 ramp a more of an incline ramp? That's what you
Yes.
meant?
Yeah. So it's one 1 inch high for every foot. So when the I don't know what it would be. I don't know what it would be in meters. So, but the standard down here for an unassisted
Mm.
wheelchair user is for every foot forward you have to travel, it
Yeah.
goes up 1 inch. So if you need a 16-inch rise,
Wow.
yeah, if you need a 16-inch rise, you need a 16-foot ramp.
Dude. And I understand that,
Right.
but
So a
I
two
never
to
thought of
one
it.
would be half that and make it
Okay.
twice as steep. And
Okay.
that's for and they're more common because they're shorter,
Yeah.
but it's harder because you either end up having to grab the rails and like pull yourself up,
Yeah. Yeah.
or you need somebody to help you push,
Yeah.
which is an ego check,
Yes. Yes.
to get someone to push you when you think, okay, I can't walk, but I'm still physically able.
It's it depends on who pushes you and
Right.
who's,
Right.
if it's a friend, I'd be like, no, no, I got it. Yeah, I don't know. I think I would it's more giving someone a compliment by looking at them and be like, yeah, you could push me.
Yeah. Right. Like I trust you with my life. I will tell you that when I was at the last baseball game I went to,
Mhm.
my foot plate came loose and the distance between the foot plate and the ground disappeared. So my foot plate was on the ground and I needed to be pushed 100% of the day.
Where
So what I
where
had to
was
do was I had to lean back. So my feet were up in the air and my friend was pushing me the whole time.
wow.
Yep. Because I didn't have the tools to fix it where I was.
I can't fix my foot plate like that. When because
No?
once mine came down, exactly
Mm-hmm.
what you're saying. When I first got it, because they were adjusting it, and he didn't tie it apart. It's a different type of mechanism. There's
Right.
like a tube in there. I don't know.
Yeah, mine's the same. It has a drop down tube, but it has these two like nuts that you can secure.
To what? Um, do you
Adjustable bolts.
so,
No, I'm
so
kidding.
so you know how to do it because you can come by and adjust mine one day,
Yeah. I
right?
well, when I got the when I got the wheelchair, the woman who fitted me for it said to me, she said, "Do you understand how to turn a socket?" And I said, "Well, yeah, of course. Yeah, I do." She goes, "Are you okay with, turning a wrench?" I said, "Sure." She goes, "Okay, great. This is how to fix your wheelchair so you don't have to wait for a technician to come out. This adjusts this and
Cool.
so on and so forth." So it's only been twice that I've had to call them out because of something I didn't want to fix or I couldn't fix.
Yeah.
But little adjustments like that I make all the time. And I actually roll around with a toolkit.
Okay.
Um,
In a bag like on your chair.
no, it's usually in the car. Like I
Oh,
don't have
you.
it on me, but
Mhm.
um, and it
So
has every wrench or everything that I would need.
I'm like that too. I always have backup of if
I
even
even have
on.
I even have a tire inflator and an extension cord in my van.
Okay, that's extra.
Yeah, it is extra, but I know that.
Where do you put your chair when you get in the car?
It's in the van. It's in the back of my van.
So just pick up, put it in the van, no problem.
Usually pick it up, but sometimes assisted pick it up and put it in the van. Every now and again when we go shopping, I have to break it down to make space.
Okay.
But usually, yeah, it's intact, and I have bungee cords that I strap it to. The in every car they have the child lock system, the seat system, so you can clip the child seat in place.
I never had children.
Well, they have it in every car, whether you
Yeah,
do or
okay,
not.
okay, yeah, yeah.
Um, so I usually clip the bungee cord to the child thing.
Okay. Yeah.
There's I forget the name of the system
Shame on you. How many kids do you have?
too. I have two adults.
Nice.
It's been a long time since I put a car seat in a
Nice.
car.
Hey, Katrina read. She's on chapter 6. She was at the pool reading.
Oh, nice.
Uh, selfless. Man, my memory
Yeah, your
stay.
memory is bad. A Selfless Life.
Selfless life. Thank you.
Available now on Amazon.
Yeah,
Go check it out.
yeah.
Yeah,
And
what do you think of it so far?
we didn't really talk about it. All I said is I told this story about how Kit was happy that I said F, uh, not Clay.
Yeah, Clay, you're right.
Clay, yeah, Clay. Because I get the other, they're both C names, right?
Yeah. He's
So,
he's quite the heel of
so
the
when I'm
story.
like F Clay, man, and she was happy, and I'm like, anyway, it was that obvious. F Clay, like
Yeah,
you need to read the book to understand what I'm talking about,
you do.
everybody.
You should. You should read the book.
And she's like, it's not a long novel. I'm like, relax. There's gonna be 4 more after this, or 5 or 4.
Three. Yeah, there's a bunch more. I don't know.
Oh,
At least three more that I know of.
yeah.
But yeah. So yeah, that's what I've been up to. I've just been trying to maintain as much as I can.
I have a question for you.
Sure.
You're on what medication are you on?
Ocrevus.
Okay, never mind. The question was for Kazemta.
Oh
Kazemta.
no.
So you go there, they have it ready for you, except for last time it was kind of a headache.
Yeah.
Kazemta is every month, right? That's the one. Remember Jonathan Allinger? He was taking it. Same with Tanya. There's a few other people taking Kazemta that I know.
I
I'm
think Laura was
curious,
on it.
do they get a year medication, a year dose? Because it's every month, or do they get it every month?
Oh
That's
no, I'm sorry. Laura's on Mavenclad. Man, it's
my
so hard to keep track of what everybody's on.
I was gonna say, man, I don't. Yes, I remember now. Thanks for refreshing my memory.
But I mean, it's nice to have you can you can tailor make your treatment plan because we have so many options.
Yeah,
But the one thing that was brought to my attention yesterday by a mutual friend of ours was there are no long-term studies for any of these medications because it hasn't been long-term yet. So they really don't know what's going to happen to any of us.
I think now we're a little more safer.
Well,
I,
yeah.
I know what you're saying because when they wanted me to go on Tisabri or Thai Sabri, whatever.
Why you make fun of how I say
No, no, I was
it?
no. A lot of people say Thai Sabri, so I'm just saying it the way they do. Nothing to do with you, but anyway. So that's medication. The doctor said to me, "You should go on it," and I said, "Stats," and he said, "Well, 1/900 get the whole PML,
That's more than that. I mean, it's the odds are less than that, but I hear what you're
whatever,
saying. Yeah, yeah,
whatever." And there was no testing
right.
of to see if you have the blah 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 in your body
Hmm.
to say no, you're not going to take it. There was no testing, so I said, "Okay, well, what about the second year?" And the doctor said, "Well, it's 1 in 660 something," and I was like, "Nah, I don't want to take it because there was only 2 years."
Yeah, so I mean, your odds increase a lot. And I was on it for 5 years.
Dude, it's different though. Now they have
I was rolling dice.
no, no. Now they have that testing. They didn't have it when it first came out,
No,
and then
they
they
didn't.
realized they could do the testing and know your levels and be safe.
Yeah, yeah, advancements. But that's the thing I didn't really think about. I was like, yeah, there is no long-term study for any of this. We are uh kind of the guinea pigs. You sign so many paperwork, you sign so much paperwork, you don't realize what you're signing away sometimes. So somewhere in there it says that you can share information with the makers of Ocrevus or the makers of whatever medication. So I know they call me regularly to make sure that I got my infusion. And then they ask me a whole bunch of questions.
I
So
did not know that.
yeah, they're collecting data on you. Um, a nurse calls me, or sometimes it's a nurse, sometimes it's a customer care specialist or something.
Mhm.
And they, did we see that you were scheduled to get your infusion on the 7th? Did you get it? Nope. No, why not? Because they want you to stay on the medication, obviously, because it doesn't work if you screw
Yeah,
around with the dosage and the timing and all that. Um, so I told her, I said it was delayed and I told her why. And she had asked me if I had any suggestions. And I said, well, one suggestion I had was if I have to take it twice a year, why doesn't my script just say twice a year? And just write me one script for 2 doses. You know what I'm
I
saying?
don't know. Yes, I do know what you're saying. I don't know what.
And then if something changes, I'll let you know. Like if I can't take it or my doctor says I shouldn't take it or if I don't want to do it. But I don't know. Just frustrations. That's all.
I'm not against Western medication,
Oh no.
but I don't want to take it if it's. I don't even know what I'm saying. Ignore, ignore. You know why? Because my rule is like I don't want to take it if I don't see it. Uh, I don't know the right word to use. Evidence of it
Right.
working 100%. And these
Right.
drugs you don't know, so it's just scary.
Well, there
Uh,
are discontinuous drugs.
if I was relapse remitting, and I
Uh-huh.
think I might be, but just because I'm in a chair, you assume I'm secondary progressive. But if I was relapse remitting,
Mhm.
where I was still hiding like I was 10 years ago, I think I would go on a drug.
Gotcha.
Like I would really be motivated. Man, do I sound silly? Because it's too late now. And I'm like, oh, I should have done drugs, when they were pushing it on me. But
Listen,
back then,
I should have done drugs is probably not a statement you should be saying.
yeah, you're right.
But it's not too late. Why do you say it's too late?
It's no, I guess not. Well,
Or
we're
why
gonna
do you
see
feel like it's too late?
because
Because
it
you're
could
old?
have. No, no, no. But I was walking, so maybe it would have slowed down to progression. Maybe.
So then the question I have is,
Mhm.
or the statement I have is, you don't know what else is going to happen. And if you take medication, it might slow that or stop that from ever being a factor. And I can't tell you to get on a medication. I won't. It's your choice. But that's my thought to you is you don't know what it would be stopping.
You're right, and that's why when I see him and he suggests something, I will consider it.
Yeah. Not just because I peer pressured you into it,
No,
right?
no, I'm already ready. I already
Okay.
told him, and he knows that I haven't seen a neurologist in years. So he's like, "Are you going to take me serious?" And I'm like,
Yeah.
"Yeah, yeah, I am. Please." Well, go to the MRI and do your contrast. So I said, "Okay, let's do it."
Um, well, that's good.
Mhm.
But there are medications that are discontinuous, meaning you take them once or twice and then you're done forever. Like you don't have to be on it all the time.
Uh, what drug is this?
You got to give me a minute to look it up. I shouldn't have brought it up without my facts at hand.
What
Hang
is
on.
it? Wait, is this a DMT for MS?
Yeah, they're all are.
What? You take
Yeah.
it once and that's it?
Not once and done, just once or
Oh,
twice, like a course, like Kisem, like Mavenclad. Mavenclad is
2 years?
discontinuous. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, I
So
understand now.
yeah, that's all.
But until the next drug, it's not
Right.
like, okay, okay, that's kind of weird, but okay.
Well, the way in which that particular medication works is it resets your entire immune system. It obliterates every adult B cell and then gives it time to reset. And once it resets, the odds are lower that you'll have crazy out of control B cells. So look into it. At least ask your doctor about discontinuous
I will.
medications.
I will.
And that way you don't feel like you're chained to an infusion chair or a pill regimen or a injection infusion. You know what I mean?
I was taking Avonex and Rebif,
Right.
right? Remember? So,
Yep. And those are
the,
continuous because you would have had to have been on them forever,
yeah,
just like my Ocrevus.
yeah.
So
Are you
until
going
the
to be
next thing,
on
yeah,
that
I don't
forever?
mean to cut you off, but yeah.
Stop cutting me off on that forever.
Yeah, I'm going to be on it. Not maybe not forever.
You know what I mean?
Maybe
But
the new. Yeah, I will be on a DMT for the rest of my life. I reconnected with an old friend of mine who I used to work with. We grew up in the same neighborhood, and it just so happened that we both went into law enforcement and ended up working in the same department. And he also was diagnosed, and he's been on a medication that he has absolutely worked for him. But and it's his path is he's still working. He seems to be doing good, He praises the medication that he's on because it worked for him. Um, I took a similar class of drug. So it's basically like taking the same drug,
Yeah.
and it didn't work for me. So to each their own.
Yeah. I have no comment about that. Like everyone's body reacts differently.
Mm-hmm.
Even like smoking. I hate talking about this, but my ex, oh my God, smoker for many, 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 many years, went to the
Mm-hmm.
doctor and the doctor checked the lungs. I don't know how he checks the lungs, but and he's like, oh, and she's like, can you tell that I'm a smoker? And he's like, no, it doesn't look like you're a smoker. And then he said, I know this sounds silly, man, but he said, believe me, bodies react differently. It could be a smoker for 2 days and it just dirties up the lungs right away because it cannot clean itself compared to some lungs that clean themselves and don't even look like smokers after 10 years. Sounds really silly, man, but I understand it's the way your body reacts.
Yep.
I can get stressed from a broken nail in my hand, and that stress factor can shut down my body. Where people are like, oh, that's nothing. You can't say that. Everyone's stress is to each their own. The
Yep.
stress to that person could be life changing compared. Everyone deals with it differently. Their body deals with it differently. That's my belief.
No, it's
Stop
that's
cutting
just
me off. Let me just
it's
finish. I'm just joking. Go ahead.
it's you're absolutely right. And it's an X-ray. They just take an X-ray of the chest, and you could see what's
Is that what
going
it
on in
is?
the lungs. Yeah,
Oh,
it's
I
mhm.
don't know that.
Yep. Um,
They can't see how dirty it is, can they?
oh
Like,
yeah, yep,
oh, okay.
yep. They can see the contrast between patches that are supposed to be white or light in color, and then they go, huh, that's not supposed to be dark. It must be blocked.
Okay.
So, but yeah, that's why treating stress is so hard because everyone experiences it differently. The further I go down the rabbit hole of treating chronic illnesses and what's available and how it's handled, and the more I figure out that everybody's just taking really educated guesses. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Everybody's a doctor, even
Sure,
the taxi driver.
sure. Moms were the best doctors back in the. Moms were the best ones. They got the special band-aids for the little ones and the kisses and the
When I had a burn, my mom used to tell me to put toothpaste on it.
toothpaste. I've never heard that one. We used
Doesn't
to have
look,
we had an aloe plant where you could just crack the aloe plant and
oh,
rub it on your
easy,
burn.
relax there.
High
So,
class, buddy.
toothpaste, and right now they say toothpaste is the worst thing you can do because it attracts heat when you're something like that. But it's funny. It's like you just listen to your parents. And ginger ale was really good when you had a tummy ache
Yep.
because there was sugar in it and it gave you energy. That's the whole point.
So coming up on this show, who do we got ahead of us here? Oh, we got some good guests coming, right?
Let me check. Yeah, today we had someone, but
That's okay. Life
weather
happens.
is nuts. Yeah, of course, of course. It's always nice when somebody else cancels and not me.
Right.
We have on the 30th of July, we got nobody. We're taking a break. August 6th, we have Lauren Bronstein.
Oh, right. Okay. I'm excited for that one. I'm excited for all our guests, but
Yeah,
that's-
yeah. Lauren Bronstein, yeah. And we will be on his show eventually.
I can't wait to be a guest on somebody else's show.
Mhm. Yeah, for sure, man. So we will talk soon.
Mm-hmm.
But next show we got is Lauren Bronstein. And then after that, we have, I was supposed to go wall climbing, rock climbing. What is it? Rock climbing on
Rock wall
Saturday.
climbing.
But Miranda, who organizes it, had some issues with
Mm.
her legs. So there was a lot of pain. I think she's trying to figure out what's going on to be
This
exact.
it's
So
the
it might be,
summer, man. The summer's
yeah,
getting a lot of people.
yeah. I hope she's not, suffering too much. I hope she's comfortable. But so that got canceled, which is cool. It's okay. It'll happen. I hope she still comes on our show. We have her in the middle of August sometime. So yeah, we got an interesting month.
I'm very excited for it.
Okay.
Well, it was a great chat, buddy. Always nice catching up
Man,
with you. I feel like a lot of times when we're doing these interviews, which I love, you and I kind of fall into this just routine of not talking. It's all about work, right?
I hear you, man. It's life. You want to meet up every day?
I am not. I don't have that much availability,
What do you mean? Every day from 3 to 4.
man. Maybe we'll do that. Let's
I'm
go
just
live every day. We'll go live on Instagram for an hour, so we can talk to each other and have nobody show up. I hate that.
we need to go live. We should do live.
Yep, we'll do one
Yeah.
for our 20th show special. We'll go live. I think we're on number 17 right now.
If we don't get canceled and this one actually comes out, this one will be 17. Yes.
Awesome. All right, so that's what we'll do. We'll do for our 20th special. We'll go live.
I like that. All right.
All right, brother.
Cool.
Talk soon.
Take care, man. So check us out at 40belowzero.com. That's 4 below 0.com. Or feel free to reach out to us. We'd love to hear from you. Our email address is info@40belowzero.com. Our personal Instagram account are, for Nix, it's Nix_V713. Or for Terry, it's What's_MS. Awesome. Looking forward to hearing from you guys. We'll talk soon.